Yo, what's up, everyone? This is FunPop episode 61. Yes, and this is going to be the horror episode. We're actually going to kind of have a horror theme.
I'm not a whore.
Leading all the way.
That was rude, man.
I'm sorry, guys. Leading all the way through October. And we're going to be having some fun with that because it's Halloween time coming up in the next couple weeks. And yeah, actually 2 weeks from now. Exactly. It'll be Halloween. Have we decided, are we doing a Halloween night show?
I mean,
again, that was up to you to decide because you're the one with kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, my beautiful wife Caitlin is actually here tonight for the first appearance on Fun Speculation in a while. So I can ask you, babe, are we having a Halloween night show?
Oh, I thought we talked about wanting to do it.
Yeah,
because we wouldn't do it until like she would be done trick or treating anyway.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. So we'll call a Halloween night show. It's gonna happen, everybody. So yeah, we'll
Are you dressing up?
We all need to dress up for the show.
I'm already decided I'm putting on my helmet, but it's gonna sound like shit, so I'll just have to like half wear it.
Hey, I did it for a long time. You could do it too. Almost died there.
But Mav, we're either gonna have to like if I'm on it. Actually, I didn't. I'm just assuming that I might be on it. I heard dress up, so. But
Yeah.
you're gonna have to like get me a new camera or give me my camera back that you stole.
You can borrow it for a little while. Yeah, I'll bring it back down. Hey, sup, chat? Thanks for tuning in to FunPop. Appreciate you all being here. All the shows and everything. Audio listeners, everybody here live. You all rock. And we're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna kind of go through horror movies and kind of talk about our favorite horror movies or franchises of all time. And also maybe horror games too. Like, what are the best horror games ever? You know. But yeah, thanks for being here again. But let's get into the panel. First to my heart, lovely wife Caitlin. What's up, babe?
Not much. Sorry for the late start. That was my fault. Technical issues.
Yeah, it's all right. 3-Bit's having technical issues too because every time he's talks, there's like a fan blowing on his mic that sounds like shit. But
I can't hear.
Is it still there?
Oh, I hear it.
Yeah,
It's like barely noticeable.
You guys tell me always
They're just
during
giving
the
you
show.
a hard time through, but don't worry about them.
no, it's pretty annoying and loud, but it's okay.
Well, so are you. So
That's
just
true.
kidding. But yeah, I had to be here because I want to talk horror movies.
Yeah, you like horror movies more than I do, actually.
Yes.
So very fitting. Psycho, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Watched the Nun the other day. It was fantastic, and everything's great.
Nice. My favorite horror thing right now is Psycho's whisper voice. That's
Yeah.
pretty creepy. Yeah.
It is, yeah, especially when I first wake up in the morning. It's like really low.
What?
And
What,
it's
you
like-
whispered it in that voice in the morning when you wake up?
Yeah, dude.
Who are you
Like,
talking to in the morning?
It's like,
well,
I
this
just
is when
woke
I-
up, it's pretty cool and creepy.
when I was
Oh, good
dating
morning,
this
sir.
chick, I would wake up in the morning and be, "Good morning," and she'd always get freaked out. And she's like, "All right, don't talk to me in the morning. Your voice is too low and kind of freaks me out."
It wasn't your voice. But anyway, thanks for being here, bro. Jasper, how are you doing, man?
Pretty good. Speaking of just waking up, I just woke up from a nap at 9:30.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you're good to go.
You know, to be fair to Psycho, I do kind of know what he's talking about because sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and I'll like have to answer the
Screw
phone.
you, Jasper.
And
Let's
I'll
go back to Psycho.
yeah, and I'll like stand up and I'll be like, oh, my voice is gonna be a wreck, and I'm like before I answer or whatever. Then you're like, think you're good. You'd say a couple words to yourself. Hi, how's it going? Like an idiot, right? Before you answer, and then you answer is like. Hi.
You don't sound like that though. You sound like your balls are about to drop. You're like, hi.
Hi. Anyway.
Hey,
I'm always like, don't answer the phone, babe. Don't do it because you're gonna sound weird.
Like, no, I'm fine. And she's like, yeah, you
He's like,
sound fine.
hi.
Or I'll ask Kate, how do I sound? And she's like, you sound okay. And I'm like, okay, good. Hi. It always fails, right?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, back to Jasper. What's up, man?
Good, I guess. I've been playing Call of Duty also.
Right on. I was playing with Pong. I was playing Age of Empires. We tried to play Diablo season update, and it had some issues, so we dropped that and moved on to Age of Empires. We played the with the Halloween theme going on, Psycho, that you told us about. It was pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
When did you play that?
Just now. We literally got done like an hour ago. Or
Oh,
maybe
right.
30
I
minutes
was at
ago.
work.
Yeah.
He was also playing Halo with me before that, but I guess he forgot about that.
And me and Kate were playing Halo Season 5. Which,
Fuck you.
Which
How do you like it?
It feels good.
How good?
It feels so fucking good.
You know, like in the morning when you wake up?
Yeah, you know, like in the morning when you wake up, it feels so fucking good.
I don't like the feeling of waking up in the morning. I'd never want to stay asleep. Now, if you are able to stay asleep and you kind of wake up and you go back to sleep.
So just die. I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
Sorry, I thought it was fitting for the horror show. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't want to wake up.
Well, it's like that one time Psycho's like, "Hey guys, I think I forgot how to breathe."
I forgot how to breathe.
So I'm gonna go to bed now.
I was tired. I was, fucking.
Psycho, are you okay?
Not at that moment. I wasn't. I was really fucked up.
Hey,
I was really fucked up.
We all freaked out like that. He was dying. He just in the middle. We're all playing games in the middle of the fucking party chat. He's just like, "Yeah, I think I forgot how to breathe." Like,
dude,
what?
Yeah.
He's like, I breathed in the last 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, I stopped breathing for a while, I think.
Yeah, dude, because I fucking woke up gasping, and I was like,
oh my
what
gosh,
the
that happened
fuck?
to me the other night.
Yeah.
It was so fucking scary. I woke up, like, I sprung up, and I, like, couldn't breathe. I was having, like, acid reflux.
Yeah.
And, like, my breathing was, like, completely cut off. It scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, it's freaky.
It kind of spooked me, but I decided to go to bed.
the difference
Right
was
after.
Psycho was wide awake and just in the middle of conversation,
Yeah.
I've had like sleep paralysis.
Oh my
or
gosh.
whatever it's
yeah,
called.
I get that
like,
when I decide to take a nap, like in the afternoon.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you take 2 edibles. They're 3-bit.
I've never taken edibles, and it's happened to me.
Like you're still asleep, but you like.
But you're aware.
Aware, yeah.
But
and
you can't move. Like move, even though you're telling yourself, "Okay, wake up, move."
Yeah, that was scary. Honestly, I don't want that to happen again.
Hey, yeah,
it's probably gonna happen again.
Let's talk more about your sleep paralysis, 3-bit. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Just got engaged, as you guys know. It's like I posted some pictures and stuff on my Insta, so I've been very busy doing engagement stuff, but been pretty good. Pretty good.
Congrats again, 3-bit.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been a good weekend.
Yeah.
Congrats.
It's been a long time coming, man. And hey, congratulations.
Cool, because you guys got to meet her.
Yeah,
I know.
She's awesome.
Except for Jasper.
She's
Jasper is the only one that hasn't met her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's absolutely awesome. Great couple together, and super happy for you, bro.
That's a weird way to phrase that.
Yeah.
Well, what about y'all are great together?
You said she's a great couple together.
No, no, she's awesome.
I don't even know. But I know what you meant.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate it.
Congrats, dude. And you just gotta turn off your fan. You gotta just sweat.
It's
or something.
fine.
Okay. No,
you just gotta sweat.
Isn't that? How come you guys always warn me during the show instead of before the show, so that way I could be ready, like on point?
I didn't even notice until he pointed it out.
Maybe it's like it's coming through really loud for me for some reason. I don't know. Anyway,
wait. Let me try. I'm gonna try something, but you can keep going. I'm gonna try
I can't
it.
even hear it.
You can't hear it? Can you hear it, Psycho?
Faintly, but
really? It's like a fucking helicopter in his room to me. I don't know like how.
Yeah, not at all.
Anyway, yeah. But how it's coming through for me will be how it's coming through for the chat and stuff. You don't hear his fan. If you guys don't hear it, I'll bear through it. I'll just suffer through it.
You'll bear through it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So dramatic.
I didn't notice that bad.
Yeah, let's get to some of the conversation at hand. Horror movies. We had a little bit of a homework assignment for everybody here on FunPop to watch The Nun. It's a movie we picked last week on the show, collaboratively, and our homework was to watch that. So we'll pick another one later on, but kind of want to go around and get our thoughts on that before we get into like some of our favorite horror movies. So we'll start. Well, I want to go to you last, babe, because we might have a different outlook on this than the rest of them.
Yeah, thanks, babe. I appreciate that. I thought you were gonna go to me first. And I was gonna be so mad.
Yeah. Did you watch it 3-bit? Because I know you weren't here last week, so.
I'm watching it right now.
Okay, we'll get to Jasper.
Okay. So,
all right. So The Nun. What do you think?
This movie thinks the audience watching this is a dumbass. This movie is so stupid and predictable that it's like you know what's coming around the next corner every minute. It's like playing. It's like it zooms in. Like the part that drove me nuts was like it was like 15 minutes in the movie. They're in the graveyard. They show like the bell on the gravestone, and it's like there's gonna be a scene where all the bells are ringing. I know it. And then like 10 minutes later, all the fucking bells are ringing in the graveyard. It's just so predictable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just made there was no like you didn't have to think, or it didn't try to like scare you or any way, because you knew what was happening the entire time and you knew what was coming. So it was just like a garbage ass movie.
Very fine. Psycho said it was fantastic. So what are you thinking, Psycho?
Yeah, I liked it. Till the point until the end. Then it was just kind of like really, but yeah, it was interesting because like how it started off, you know, the you knew that something was evil was behind that door when before they proceeded down the hallway. It said God, what did it say? God doesn't exist past here or something like that.
It was like God ends here or something.
Yeah, God ends here. But I didn't think that the chick was gonna get dragged through back into the room. And and it was just like it had like moments that's like you kind of like, okay, I kind of know what's gonna happen here. And then
like
there were just movie. But there were other instances though, like when like they were praying, I did not think that
they were all dead. They were all dead. I thought that was kind of common knowledge. They like kind of already showed that there was nobody there the entire fucking movie, and then like all of a sudden you see 8 sisters praying together. They're not there.
Well, the thing is that like you had the one old lady in black in the very beginning.
And I knew she was dead. Like,
yeah, well, something was up with her because they weren't showing her face. So, like, what is that? Is that the entity, or is that, you know, is she dead but being, you know, like zombified, like talking type shit, like, or she's not talking at all and it's just in their head because they're succumb to like some evil presence. So I had a different look at it. Obviously,
yeah, that was just my problem with it. Is like it never made me like question anything, or like it just like was always right there in front of you the entire time. So there was no like surprise moment or twist. It was just like
maybe because I smoked before I watched it, so maybe it was different for me because I was not expecting anything. So I don't know. But yeah,
that's the reason why I honestly don't like a lot of horror movies, is because they're all fucking stupid, predictable. It's like, there's gonna be some bitch right around the corner that stabs you. Like,
but with this movie, like the ending for me though, I don't know if I want to say it, but I mean it's been out for fucking years. So
that was
sorry, chat. Hopefully you guys watched The Nun, but like the fact that like. Oh, Jasper or 3-Bit haven't watched it, so I can't say it.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
I don't care. I'm watching it right now, though.
Yeah,
if
but
you're talking about the fight, you can talk about that in a minute. But
right now, there's a nun in a graveyard, and he just dropped on the guy.
Yeah, that's a different. So, like how the ending went for me was like you wasted the only like weapon per se that you could fight evil again, and you wasted it.
You can get Jesus' dick skin or some shit, and then it'll be like you can.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
Did you just say Jesus' dick skin?
Yeah, it'd be some stupid fucking.
That was Jasper. Sorry, chat. That was Jasper. he's trying to figure out Jesus' foreskin over here.
Oh, you said
Get rid of
foreskin?
the nun.
No, he said skin, but
That's what you use to fight evil?
Anything that comes off of Jesus, you can fight evil with.
What do you just like hold the skin up and just like dangle it in someone's face? Get away from me! Get away from me!
It's
Slap
holy.
him in the
Slap
face
it.
with it.
slap
It's
him
holy,
in the
why not?
face. But it was the thing with.
Is that what holy water is? Do you like
Yeah,
No,
it's
that's
holy.
like
It's just
soak
water that a
his
priest
dick
blessed.
skin? And we're getting way off base here. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
We're not gonna go down. Let's try not to get down this road. But so like how the ending, the wastefully using that weapon, and to me is like, all right, cool. I get it. You cool. That solved the problem then. But then at the end, then you're like, oh, okay, it didn't fucking matter, anyways. So it was just like you done fucked up, and yeah, I don't want to ruin for 3-Bit. So yeah, it was just like everything was great until like that very very end for me. I was like, ugh. Like
I don't.
the whole
problem
fight
with
the,
them
the
wasting
fight.
all of Jesus's blood in the well or whatever, because like they can just make up some other stupid holy relic to fight evil again.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
That was for me. That was I liked the movie except for that last fight. The fight was just like.
that's the one part of the movie I did like is after that fight. Hold on.
We had the episode.
No, like I didn't give a shit about the fight. I'm just saying after the fight when they do the tie-in, right at the end of the movie with the Conjuring, that was like the best part of the movie, just because the Conjuring movies are so good.
Yeah. So that's it. Got like the fight scene was what I didn't like, but the tie-in was great because then you're like, oh, okay. That's what that is. That makes sense because prior to this movie, I think it was Conjuring 2, I believe. I believe it was Conjuring 2.
Yeah.
So I think it went Conjuring 2 and then The Nun and then another Annabelle. So it was like it was nice to see like so you saw The Nun in that one and then you're like, ooh, because that's the thing with these movies is that whatever entity we get to see, it will have a movie. So we're gonna see The Nun. So what are we gonna see next on this one? So we'll see. Because I have not watched Nun 2.
Well, yeah, whether it's Jesus's dick skin or if it's his ball hair or whatever relics they choose to use in this horror movie and this fun conversation we're having that might offend some people. It's at the end of the day all in good fun, and it's just a fun.
Some of the CGI. I mean, I've only seen the first 20 minutes.
Yeah,
but
that's not in the movie.
No, I'm I know
that's not a spoiler. That's not a spoiler. Just to let you know.
I know. I probably should have
You're skimming forward to look for it right now. I know you are.
I'm in the first 20 minutes, and the beginning was pretty action based, and then it seems to slow down with like jump scares.
Yeah,
so far, but
yeah, it's interesting. This movie was very interesting from start to finish, right, babe? I mean, what do you have to say about the ending?
I'll let you go first. You're the host. I'll let you go first.
All right,
the hostess with the mostest.
I gotta say, the movie started off pretty good, right? It started off okay. I like the opening scene. It was like cool, whatever. Yeah. Like the nun itself, like is scary, right? It's great, like character there. That's
she was in it for 3 minutes.
Yeah, it creeps you out when you see it, of like behind you or whatever, you know, and all that kind of stuff, right? So that stuff was good, right? And then they kind of got into the convent, with the part where they go with the priest, and then the sister who's going to become a nun, but she's not yet, and they go there and to try and solve the mystery, what happened to this nun that had been hanged or whatever, and everything was great. Even like they had the nun that was dead in the like in the tomb, right, and she had been moved or whatever in the storage room or whatever, and she was sitting up, and that was creepy. I was like, this is going great.
Oh, watch out.
And things went downhill quickly from that point on. This is when I knew the movie was going to go downhill for me. They were getting ready for bed and stuff, and then the priest is like, hey, let me tell you this story about this boy. Like, okay, that's you can tell it's a little bit of foreshadowing, right? This is going to come back to play maybe later in the movie, right? I love foreshadowing of these kind of stories and stuff, setting things up. Literally the next fucking scene, you have the boy show up. It's like, how convenient. This guy just literally told us this, and then immediately afterwards, you have that graveyard scene. That graveyard scene was just utterly stupid and not scary and dumb and trash. And that once that I realized that's where this movie was going, with how they were going to try and scare us and stuff, it was just like, okay. I kind of agree with Jasper. The writing, like for this, like the setting up the plot and like the story and stuff, and for those moments right there was just like, you got it. Like, foreshadowing is always a thing in horror movies, and usually it's subtle or like something, and it pays off later. But they kept like setting things up and immediately doing this and that, and it's like, okay, this is kind of dumb, and I already can tell what's going to happen 5 seconds later, because they literally just told us pretty much what's about to happen. So, so we turned the shit off.
You didn't even finish it?
No, I was about to say.
So it was too bad. I'm sorry.
Wait, what? Did you turn it off after the graveyard scene?
It was a little while after.
Okay, because when the first night that text you saying this movie's dumb as fuck, it was right after the graveyard scene.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny. Yeah, the graveyard scene ruined it. I was like, oh, this is not like scary.
Someone is possessed right now.
It's like stupid and stuff, and it was like, this is not what I wanted, especially from like the Conjuring like family, like the Conjuring really like set things up great with the first couple movies and stuff, and like I felt like this was like a half-assed like money grab kind of movie.
Like I said, like in the green room, like the Nun was the weakest out of the Conjuring and Annabelle movies.
I didn't even know it was part of that until the ending scene.
Yeah, well, watching The Conjuring 2, the Nun was in that, because that was the evil entity in that movie. So, and that's what set up the Nun 2, or the Nun, and then because I watched it at the theater way back when, but it was great. Like, see, like the Conjuring movies and Annabelle movies I liked. And then, I mean, this one, like, it was all right to me, but again, I was under the influence of edibles, so it was like a different approach to me. I was just like, it wasn't like scary, but it was just this like, you know, it had like try to set up some suspenseful stuff, but there was like, as you said, like there were some moments that you're like, oh, I kind of know what's going to happen now.
Yeah,
and it kind of took you out of it, but like for me, like that ending was kind of weird. Like, but you didn't watch it, so you can't really.
Well,
you don't know what I'm talking about.
It was weird too, because like they after the whole graveyard scene and she saves the guy, right? And it was like, first off, it would have been better if he died. I feel like the movie would have been better from that point on. Potentially, that would have like salvaged that scene, right? But the immediately the next day they just wake up like nothing happened.
Oh yeah, I just didn't get pushed into some fucking graveyard box, and then the entire land just get covered over me. That's weird.
They go and they go out there in the daytime to the nuns that are like in the like room and stuff, and like they goes there and they're just like, something weird is happening here. Yeah, you literally just had the guy get shoved into a grave and that you had to dig him out of. And he had like hands crawling all over his face. Like, how come there was no discussion really about this crazy thing? I would have been the F out of there right away. Like, you're staying around to go talk to some nuns, like, and just like kind of talk.
There's like, an evil presence there, and it needs to be cleansed by the power of Jesus.
Yeah, but they were like just nonchalant about it. Like, oh, you know, this weird thing happened last night, you know. But like, I don't know. It wasn't good.
Doom, we're talking about The Nun because it's a movie they all picked to.
Yeah, we're gonna get into the good horror movies.
You guys voted to watch it, so Doom Reaper.
We're gonna get into
good
horror movies
where this snake just bit the guy's eye. I kind of skipped around.
Yeah, I can tell.
Oh yeah, that part.
So, babe, what is your thoughts on The Nun?
I like you said, I think The Nun is like really like scary.
Yeah.
Like really freaky. I even bought the Nun mask like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I like when we would drive around town, I would wear it in the passenger seat. But yeah, the movie did not grab me. There wasn't enough of the Nun, and it was just kind of like predictable all over the place. Like, yeah, just
it should have been like the Nun itself, like haunting like a convent of like priests and nuns, and like, you know, like that would have made a lot more sense. Like something happened behind the scenes and there's evil entities start to go around a like convent and start tormenting the actual like current day.
There is.
Yes.
Well,
you didn't finish the movie, so you don't know what happened.
What would have been better is if the movie took place when all the sisters were kept praying to keep the evil away. Like that would have been a better story, because you would have had 8 sisters trying to fight the nun with prayer and stuff.
That's what I'm saying, though. I'm not talking about the after effects. It's like I'm talking about like this is like a convent that's not really like the events have already taken hold and it happened, right? And like you're kind of seeing the after, and then they're going to investigate it and stuff like that, right? Like for me, it'd have been better if like this was like, hey, this place is buzzing. Everything's great here. You know, we're all the priests and nuns. We're all here doing our convent thing, and we're doing the everything's normal, hunky dory, and then something happens, and then all of a sudden we see that things unfold from start to finish from there, right?
Yeah, well, kind of did, because like the back because the abbey, which is the building that were in the convent, it was the Duke's castle, or I believe it was, and he was I think, practicing witchcraft, and he was actually summoning Satan.
Yeah,
And
I saw
Satan, you know, that entity came up, and then the Holy Church came and, you know, sealed it with the weapon that they had, and everything was fine until I think World War
World War
II?
It got hit by a bomb and it broke open the seal.
And then the seal broke and things started happening again.
That should have been where the movie opened up, is
like
after the bomb dropped.
Right.
There was a good premise here. There was a good premise, but I think it was just wasn't executed to whoever's vision, like the vision that whoever had for it, really, because it just wasn't fulfilled. Because, you know, like, I like the Conjuring movies, I like Annabelle, like, you know, the whole fucking like clapping in darkness, like that always freaked out my ex. So every time, like, in the middle of the night, I'll just sit there and just clap, just do the fucking
she'd be
like, God damn it, you mother, you know.
You know the movie Insidious? I would always creep out Kate, but I was just like, I'll tiptoe through the window, through the window.
Oh my gosh, he would like, he wouldn't be in the room with me, and he would like play it over the speakers in the house.
Yeah,
I hated
we
that.
had like the Sonos or whatever, so if I was like out back, like hanging out or whatever, I'd like play it inside the house.
Question. I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I just speed ran the movie.
Yeah.
Okay. And she spat blood on the nun.
Yes.
And then gets saved.
Yeah,
why did she spit the blood?
Because that was the blood of Jesus. So when she was underwater,
within that glass thing.
Yeah. That's what.
So she put it in her mouth and
about.
spit the blood on the nun, and some of it fell in the water and it sealed it.
How did she get it in her mouth? She was like drowning.
The seal.
She just like
she broke that seal of that whatever and like sucked it up.
Yeah. Okay.
She chewed up the.
She had Jesus' blood in her mouth.
Oh my god! I was hoping someone was not gonna say that. But there you go.
She chewed up the dick skin.
Well,
that's what.
Well, I guess she's dead. The nun is dead.
Yeah, it was bubblicious.
She just got sent back to hell. She'll be back.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, all it takes is another World War.
I mean, there's a nun. There's a nun too.
Yeah. Well, did you watch how it ended though? 3-bit.
She's at the funeral, or at like a party or something. She's like looking over a gravestone or something.
Oh yeah.
At a party.
Not a party,
Yeah,
but
the ends with a party, didn't you know?
oh, she's looking up the gravestone, not a party.
See, like we're, and I think maybe like with Psycho's not understanding exactly. Like I understand that they showed us that story behind like elements there, right? But like I'm talking about the entire movie should have been like where Jasper's saying like when it originally went unsealed or whatever, and moving on from there, like the initial events that took hold.
Like this could have been the second movie if they really wanted it to be.
Right. This should have been the second movie, right? They needed the origin story. You know what I mean? Like the real origin story. Like this was not like really.
Where the Duke doing his
not the Duke shit. The part where the seal is broken and then like the evil starts coming out, and then you have all the sisters like trying to pray away and figure out what's going on.
Oh, he has a little cross in him.
Yeah, I
so
mean,
you wanted what prior to this, like
the initial origin of the evil coming out for the first time and wreaking havoc on a perfectly normal place, right? That's what I wanted. And here we saw aftermath where they kind of told us what happened, right? And then we see them investigating and stuff now, right? But not like, you know, they're literally there investigating the stuff, but like I wanted to see the original shit go down, you know? Like I feel like The Nun needs a prequel. You know, but like this was supposed to be the origin movie based, you know, kind of like Annabelle, right? Annabelle was like a kind of an origin movie for that but this was like they skipped a lot. I don't know.
Mav,
Okay.
didn't we not finish Annabelle?
No, we finished it. That movie kind of
Did
sucked
we?
too. It wasn't very good.
I've seen a few people now mention The Fall of the House of Usher. And we said that we were going to check that out. We didn't know it was a horror thing. When we first saw it, we were like, what the fuck's going on with Usher? Like,
Yeah, I thought it was a show about Usher, you know?
Usher, baby.
Okay, I seen the final end. So it's like the Conjuring people, and then
Yeah,
the
Doom, I'm
upside down
29.
cross.
That's right. Exactly.
I see.
A Spartan 661 with the $2 says the fire in the sky scared the shit out of me. Look up, yeah. When I was a kid, that movie scared the shit out of me too, bro.
Like the aliens are gonna get you.
I was afraid of taking out the trash. I thought I was gonna get taken and probed and left abandoned at a gas station with holes in my eyes. I didn't like. It's scary because it didn't really show too much of that stuff, but it kind of just left you questioning. You know what I mean? And they did it in like a realistic way and a realistic take on it, like in
because it's a true story.
Well, it's a true story based on this guy's account, right? But yeah, that movie when I was a kid was pretty creepy too. My brother used to make fun of me for being scared of aliens because of that movie all the time. But yeah, that was a creepy one. That was probably the there's not many scary alien movies, really.
Oh, really?
I mean,
besides Alien.
Well, yeah, that's like
really
more of a. It's not, and that's
more
not really
sci-fi.
scary. You know, it's more of like a. I kind of see it as more of like an action thriller kind of movie. Like, hey, everybody's gonna die or whatever. But it is what it is.
I mean,
You could watch Species and get scared about getting fucked to death.
Yeah.
Yes. Or Relic. Is it Relic? I think it's Relic. But I was when growing up, I was spooked. No, I was gonna say freaked out and spooked. I was like, so that came out. I was kind of freaked out by Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck was pretty like. Was pretty creepy, man. Like the guy had the snakes coming out of his eyes and mouth, or his ears and mouth and stuff.
Yeah, and when he put it into the fucking cigarette lighter, dude, I was just like, "What the fuck is that, dude?" Yeah, I had fucking nightmares of that. That gave me nightmares. I was a little kid. I was just like, "Holy shit! What the fuck?"
Howard the Duck was crazy. It was a good movie. This crazy thing.
First Marvel movie back in the day.
Wasn't he like raunchy?
Howard? Yeah.
He was chasing tail.
Yeah.
Quack,
all the time. Yeah.
So let's get into some of the good horror movies, right?
I made a top 10.
You made a top 10 list?
Ooh, look at you, 3-bit.
I did.
Did you do all we were sitting here?
What the makeup? Huh?
Did you do all we were sitting here?
Yep.
So you were watching the movie, making a top 10 list, and then podcasting. You were amazingly
multitasking.
That's why he's a developer, bro.
Yeah,
multitasking. Me, no. I would have been fucking sitting there like, man, where's my supposed to do? Oh yeah, make a list, but I gotta finish this movie.
Speed run the Nun while making the top 10 while listening to you guys all at once. Yes.
All right, so what's your top 10, 3-bit?
All right, so
start with
Grave
10.
Encounters. Start with 10.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, are they in order, 3-bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not
so 10 for me was, I don't know if you guys have seen this, is 1408. I actually really liked that film growing up.
Is that
is
with
that
Jim Carrey?
No, that's the one with John Cusack in the hotel, right?
Yeah,
that's a good one.
No.
The whole thing is inside that hotel room, and like he goes there to basically investigate, and he's basically like, oh, this place is not really haunted, and then he can't get out, and it ends up being kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And I think it's somewhat based on an actual room. There were people who just kept dying in that room. So 1408 for me. Alien is number 9 for me, because I do consider the first Alien like a horror film. and I watched it when I was really young. I had to like sneak watch it because my sisters wouldn't let me watch it. My family wouldn't let me watch it. I was like 4, so I like snuck the VHS tape, watch it one day, and I was like, "This is scary." The new It is 8 for me. I love the It movie. I think it's great. Texas Chainsaw Massacre for me is 7. It's now there's a lot of different versions of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've seen all of them. I actually like the recent Michael Bay one. I know some people don't like that one. They're like the OG, but I actually really like the remake. Then you got 6 is Record, REC, whatever. There's like different ones. I'm talking about the first one. Have you guys seen Record?
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I like it. It's like a found footage movie. In my head, I got a couple of them mixed up, but because there's like 3 records, where they like basically police officers go in this building and it's like found footage. It's pretty good. And some people are saying like the new It over the old It. Yes, for me, like there's some things in old It that are really scary, but the effects, I don't know. Some things don't hold up. That's just me. Invisible Man.
1984.
Yeah, it was old. Yeah, there's certain things I'm like, it's not scary to me anymore. You know, it's just the way it is. But
that shit freaked me out growing up. The original.
That first scene though, I will admit, like in the old one, because I did watch the old one when I was a kid. I didn't finish the old one when I was a kid. I was like, screw this movie. But like that first scene where he is in the
can we move on? Can you just not talk?
Sorry. Very scary. Invisible Man.
Specifically that
number
one.
5.
I just don't even want to talk about it.
I know. Invisible Man. I don't know if you guys seen that one. Great movie. Pretty new. I like Get Out. That's kind of a horror. There's some scary bits in there. It's more of a psychological.
Like,
Yeah. Then number 3, I just rewatched this, Saw. I put Saw in number 3.
That's a good call out.
Yeah. Number 2, I got Hereditary. That movie genuinely freaked me out.
I've not seen it, but I want to. But Mav always says no.
Once I watched it, I was like, I can handle any horror movie. Like for me, it freaked me out.
Well, the little girl is so disturbing looking, even in the trailers. It's like I don't even want.
Mav, she's like an actual like. I don't think she's wearing anything for that movie.
Oh, okay.
So I recommend that. And then the last one I put Grave Encounters, just because every time I watch it, I really like it.
Yeah, but are you talking about the Kevin Bacon Invisible Man?
No, I'm talking about the new ones.
Oh, there's a new one? Okay.
Yeah, I guess they remade it.
What is Grave Encounters?
Grave Encounters is like a found footage. Like people go in, they're like making a mock documentary thing. Like they're fake ghost hunters, and they're just trying to make money.
Yeah, Ghost Hunters. That was a pretty good one.
And then it ended up being real, and they're like, oh man. So yeah, I really like that one. You never seen Grave Encounters? Nobody here?
That's your top of all time.
Yeah.
Why is it your top of all time?
Because every time I watch it, it's like when you're first watching it, it's kind of funny, like because they're making fun, like, oh yeah, there's ghosts, whatever. But then throughout the movie, it just gets progressively scarier and scarier, which I like, because it kind of eases you into it. Like most horror movies, they'll start off like super serious, and you're like, okay, you know. But the way it starts off is just kind of like oh, it's just, yeah, there's ghosts, and then it gets pretty messed up by the end. So I like the way it like eases you kind of into it. It doesn't treat it like a horror movie in the beginning, but by the end, it's freaking scary. So
yeah, that's
what I like about it. It's not like a traditional horror movie in the beginning, but by the end, it kind of is.
Okay, interesting. Yeah,
that's my list.
I've never seen it. I don't think.
I would add like 28 days and 28 weeks to that list, but
the zombie movies.
Yeah.
I actually haven't seen that.
Those are like, I think, the best zombie movies. Like
that's what a lot of people say. For some reason, they kind of like I've never watched them either. I don't think because they always like looked boring from the trailers and stuff. But maybe I'm just judging it too much.
What was it 28 nights?
28 days. 28 weeks is the second one.
Yeah. What happens in those? Is it like an outbreak, outbreak taking place, or is it like after the outbreak, or like?
I can't remember the first one too much, but I know the second one. It starts out like 28 weeks later, or whatever, and like they get infected again, and it just like spreads throughout London all over again. So then it's just a zombie outbreak again.
Are they like slow zombies or fast zombies?
They're like kind of. They're not like World War Z fast, but they're not like fucking.
Yeah.
They just kind of jog a little bit.
Yeah, they're
okay. Like speed walking.
They power walk.
Yeah, they can run, but they can't like fucking full on World War Z climb a fucking mountain.
So kind of like.
Yeah, we'd be screwed if that happened.
Right. All right, fair enough.
There's 3 of them, right? There's 28 days later, 28 weeks. Isn't there one more? Or is it just 2?
Yeah, I guess technically they're not zombies; they're just infected people. But it's zombies.
I think there's 2 3-bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's only 2 of them. The next one, like, was always rumored to be like 28 months later, but
yeah, and then they would do it 28 years later, and then they'd be like
28,000.
28,000 years.
28 decades later. I don't know. What besides those? What are some of your faves, Jasper? I know you're pretty picky when it comes to this stuff, right?
Yeah, I like the. I guess it's weird because like I don't know, like I guess not franchise related, but I do like The Conjuring. That was a pretty good movie. I think you said just a minute ago,
I love The Conjuring.
Sucks. Oh, okay.
No, I love The Conjuring. I think the spin-off movies suck.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Other movies. I'm trying to think. I don't really watch too many because a lot of them seem fucking stupid.
Do you like any of the old like slashers, like Halloween or Friday the 13th?
I mean, I watched that stuff, but it's like it didn't really do anything for me. It was just like, cool. There's just a guy going out and killing a bunch of kids.
Yeah, it's just like
fucking in the cabin.
There's different genres within horror too, so it's kind of hard to pick favorites because like, you know, there's the slasher films, there's like the paranormal ones, right? Then you got like your like monster ones like Alien and stuff like that, right? Then then do you have like ones that are like more like psychological as well, you know, stuff like that. So there's a lot of different kinds of horror movies. What about you?
That's the thing. It's like just so many of them seem so fucking dumb to me that I'm just like, I don't care.
Yeah. What is there one that actually scares you?
No, because it's not real. Like that's the same with video games. It's like
I don't know how you can separate yourself from that so easily.
Because it's on a fucking TV screen.
Yeah, you don't get like a feeling and emotion of like fear when you're playing like a horror game, or
it's not logical.
I got that with Outlast.
The thing that scares me in video games is when some asshole jumps around a corner and shoots me. Oh shit, you got me. It's like not like
you don't feel that monster. You don't feel that tenseness though. Like
no.
See, I think it's normal for people that you have like no emotion. I guess probably, but but for most people, like you have this sense of like tension and nervousness, right? Because you're immersed.
Yeah, I just don't feel anything, I think. So I think that's probably, you're right. Because the music doesn't do anything for me. So I'm just like,
I want you to try out.
I think I'm broken.
I'm broken inside.
Yeah, he's dead inside.
What horror games have you played, Jasper?
Dead Space. Resident Evil is just a trash game, so I couldn't really get into it. The gameplay sucks. Other horror
games. You played Outlast?
I did not play Outlast, but I watched a bunch of it. I watched like 3 full playthroughs, so I mean, it didn't really.
I can't. Outlast is like I can't stand the games where there's one person creeping around. You don't know when they're gonna show up or whatnot. Like Those are the worst.
The
Like
thing with Outlast is the gameplay just seems boring, so that's why I never played it.
unless
Just kind
you're
of walking around with a video camera.
unless you're scared of the guy chasing you or in the building, then it's no point in playing, right?
Yeah.
Like you got to have that fear in you to make it suspenseful and enjoy. That's what that's what makes it.
Yeah, you just run past him.
That's so
For
simple.
me, Outlast was freaking. I played the second. Well, I played both Outlast. The second one to me was creepier because it was like in a swamp, and I had this moment where I basically never played it again, where I was walking underneath this sort of it was like I was walking in the swamp, and basically it was this guy walking over me on this wooden thing. I was kind of hiding, and he stopped walking. I just heard his footsteps like stop, and all of a sudden he like jumped in the water. He's like, ah! I was like,
Def Leppard mentioned Alien Isolations. To me, like Alien Isolation wasn't a scary game. It was just a stealth game. Like you just kind of snuck around the ship the whole time trying to avoid the alien. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but you're trying to. The same thing with That's probably why Outlast doesn't scare you or wouldn't scare you, because the whole point of Outlast is you don't have a weapon. You're kind of just just trying to survive in a way.
So survey asked, are all the panel members doing a top 10? Well, 3-Bit kind of just threw that out there, so when none of us were prepared.
Well, I've already started.
Have you?
I need to look up horror movies, see which ones I've watched.
Yeah,
they're so forgettable.
I can
Has
try.
anyone seen that Ma movie?
No.
Oh,
I always see it
I
everywhere
think
with
so.
Octavia Spencer.
yeah, I think I did see that.
I want to watch Nope. That's the one with like the aliens or whatever.
Yeah, it's not really.
Oh,
it's not really scary, but it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's not scary, but it's pretty good. Pretty good.
And here's the thing too, like when we judge like best horror movies of all time, are we judging based on like how scared we were, or like if it was a good movie? You know what I mean?
I think
like,
if it's a good movie,
right? Because there's some.
I don't think I have a top 10, but I definitely have.
I
my
have
favorites.
For me, it was a mixture of both. Like,
I have
like,
9.
a lot of it was scary to me. Like Invisible Man, though, you can enjoy and you probably won't be scared. But there are moments in Invisible Man where I'm like, where the camera will pan to like an empty area, and you're like, oh, he could be there, or not. And you don't know like half the movie where this invisible dude is. So that to me was pretty scary. Like each movie I have like different kind of reason why I picked it, but
yeah.
That to me was pretty scary. Just the idea. I think to me, horror, what makes horror scary to me is the unknown. Kind of like, is there anything behind that door or anything coming towards this person? And sometimes there isn't. Sometimes there is. And the good directors can play with that, like with those moments. And then the bad ones, they're just like, it's always just a jump scare. They're like, ah.
Yeah, there's something behind this door. It's gonna get you.
Yeah, like so the good movies to me, they can play with that and actually like use it to their advantage.
Oh, but did you see the creepy hand come out from under the bed? Oh, it's so scary.
Want Jasper to watch Grave Encounter, see what he likes about it.
So, babe, you started your list. You got 9.
I have 10.
You have 10. All right.
Yep.
Go for it.
So I'll go way back. When I was a kid, I loved the Children of the Corn movies.
I heard a lot.
I absolutely love them. We watched them like all the time. Really creepy. Mav, I'm gonna need you to like participate in this conversation. I know you're busy trying to make your list.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm gonna need you to pay attention.
Children of the Corn. You had me watch it way later, and I honestly just it was
Malachi.
Yeah,
Malachi.
it was okay. I'll just say that it was okay.
Well, you get scared. You don't like
what's the plot?
It's some
children,
weird,
creepy children in cornfields.
Kids, like there's this like kid cult in cornfields, and Malachi kills people.
Is it like it's an older movie, right?
Huh?
It's like an older movie, right? Or is
Yeah,
it?
there was a few of them. I liked Pet Cemetery too. That's not
Rated like as a movie.
Yes.
You know.
Is there any specific one that you like more than the other, or like the first one?
I like the first one the best.
Yeah, that one's good.
There were these movies, these 3 movies that came out. I don't know if it was Netflix or if it was Hulu. It was like a couple years ago.
Fear Street.
The Fear Street movies.
Yeah, those are.
They
good.
were actually really fucking good.
Oh, speaking of those, when I was a kid,
that?
I used to watch Goosebumps all the time.
Stream
That,
is
I
loading?
think that may be what broke me because I watched Goosebumps when I was like fucking 1 years old. That shit, the fucking mask episode freaked the shit out of me, and then I just like kept watching. Like, oh, okay, and then
Well-
like it never scared me shit. I don't know
I
why.
loved Goosebumps.
It was
They just came
R.L.
out with a
Stein.
Goosebumps like series.
The stream is
don't know what it's
buffering for a second, but I think it's back.
Yeah. It should be
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
So then I have the OG, which is probably my absolute favorite.
You
The
cut
what?
out, what'd you
Yeah,
say?
you cut out, babe.
Yeah.
The
what was
OG
it?
Halloween,
Oh
Michael
yeah.
Myers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Shoot, I should have
Fantastic.
put that. Yeah, that's good.
That's probably my number 1. And then I have It Follows, which if you have not seen that, you need to watch it. It is one of the creepiest movies I've ever seen.
Oh, is that movie where the person just slowly walks toward and they have
Yes.
to? Oh yeah, yeah. I've
And
never seen
like,
it. I just heard
moves
about it.
from like, I forget. Does it move from like person to person or something?
Yeah, based on if they have sex.
Yes.
Ooh, you sin?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And basically, it just walks towards the person until
yeah,
And
but
it-
it can be
yeah.
anybody. It
can be
can take
anybody.
the shape or form of anybody, so you don't never know who it is, right?
It's very.
And nobody else can see it, just you.
Yep.
Mm.
So
It's really
That sucks.
really
Yeah.
creepy.
mhm.
Dang,
That
what a way
one
to
might
live.
actually scare you, Jasper.
Yeah, but like, it's like, oh, okay. You gonna get
What if
me.
they? What if they just lived in the middle of an ocean or something?
Can it go like
They would.
underwater? It can
It
turn
would
into
find
a
a
fish.
way. It would find a
into a
way to
fish,
get
right?
you.
Get on a boat or something.
Yeah.
That's.
It would
creepy.
probably just like get in the water and fucking swim to you.
I think the only way is to go in outer space.
It'd still get you, bro.
Yeah, it's
Dang.
still get you. Like,
You gotta just get in a plane and constantly fly around the world, never stop.
and then it'll still get you.
Even then.
Okay, and my next one is 30 Days of Night.
The
That's a
vampire
good
movie?
one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
That-
my god,
that's a great
it's so
movie.
good.
Yeah.
I never heard of these.
30 Days
Oh,
a
you need to
Night, you
watch it,
gotta
Rita.
watch it.
It's so
it's
good.
it's one of the best vampire movies out there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Really creepy.
Hmm. Oh, Josh Hartnett. Nice.
Yep. My next one is Wind Chill.
Oh,
Is that the one where they get
yeah.
stuck on the fucking ski lift?
No,
No,
they
it's not
get
a
stuck
ski lift.
in
They
a
get
car.
stuck in like
Oh.
their car, and it's like the middle of winter.
Yeah.
It's got a what's her Emily? Is it Emily Blunt? Is that her name?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Really good.
Yeah, I forgot about that movie. That is a good movie. Good.
Mm-hmm. Remember, we just like randomly picked it to watch like years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and we loved it.
Yep.
Next one is The Grudge.
Good.
Mm.
Love The Grudge.
I've never seen The Grudge.
You've never seen The Grudge. Wow. You missed.
Isn't there like a Japanese version too?
It's,
Or am I thinking
it's
of The Ring?
originally a Japanese
I'm-
film.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll watch that.
My next one is it's so funny that Eastside Vandal just said that because my next one is Lost Boys.
Nice. Another classic vampire movie.
Yep, absolutely love that movie.
Some of these aren't necessarily scary. It's just more like fun movies, right? Like that one was a fun.
Well, I mean,
like,
vampires, Halloween,
Yeah.
Horror.
Mm-hmm.
And then my last one is a movie called The Open House.
Did we even finish that though?
No, I couldn't finish it because I was so fucking scared.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Uh-huh.
That's that Netflix movie?
Yeah.
So I have to say that because it's probably the only like thriller creepy movie that like I literally couldn't finish because I was too scared.
Yeah.
Speaking of vampire movies, did you ever watch Underworld?
No.
You never watched Underworld?
No. And I love Kate Beckinsale, but
There's a lot of
who doesn't?
right. Anyway, like I tend to like the movies that are more like realistic, like shit that could actually
More realistic.
stuff
A fucking
that could
creature that
actually
follows you
happen.
around the world.
That's
Well,
more realistic than
Yeah.
Basically, like
spandex
things that don't look like monsters.
Yeah.
Like
She likes one like where it could be like a real person, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, those creep her
I think that's
out.
why I love like Michael Myers, even though like he's
Seen Freddy vs. Jason?
no.
I have. It's
Pretty bad.
yeah.
Still
Yeah.
cool to see
He's pretty bad.
them. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but it's still cool to see like their different abilities coming together.
Yeah. Great. That's the your
It's
a good
list,
list.
babe? Yeah, that's a
Yep.
fantastic list. Good job, babe.
Yeah, that was
Um,
very like different. I haven't heard of. I remember. I don't think I finished The Grudge, but a lot of those stuff I'd never seen. So
I
They make fun of that in a scary movie.
implore everybody to
Yeah, they do.
watch It Follows. If you watch one of these movies,
yeah,
that
I'm gonna
or
put
30
that
Days
on.
a Night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
I'm
are
gonna put that.
both excellent. Psycho, what about you, bro?
Okay, so I would say a lot of these are like growing up, and they were scary then, or they kind of freaked me out. So, I would go with Pumpkinhead.
Okay, I don't even know if I've ever seen.
Yeah, I've never
Yeah.
heard of that.
Or am I not thinking of the right name?
1988.
Trick or Treat. Talking about Trick or Treat.
No.
Oh, I'm looking at it.
Pumpkinhead.
Pumpkinhead, 1988.
Okay, never heard
Wow.
of
Dude had a fucking. It was just.
Dude had a pumpkin ass.
it.
No.
This is
just-
Halloween. This is Halloween.
It was just fucking scary.
Cool. Wait,
Yeah, it was like
is
a
he like
fucking
a is it
monster.
like a
It's like a
slasher?
weird alien thing.
Huh.
Yeah, no, it was like an alien, but its head was
Oh,
huge, so they called
yeah.
it Pumpkinhead. It was fucked up. So, I was 8 years old at the time, so yeah, of course that's gonna scare me. But Ghoulies.
Ghoulies?
Goonies?
No, Ghoulies.
Ghoulies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
The things that there was one that came out of usually you see the one that comes out of the toilet. And it's like this dude that kind of is a Satan worshiper, and these little like demons came and trying to take the virgin sacrifice, and
Wait, what do you mean they came? And then
They
a
came
virgin?
all-
I'm confused.
all over
now.
the place. Yeah, it was messy.
what was
It was
it called?
Ghoulies.
Ghoul- How
Yeah.
you spell it?
GHOULEIES.
Oh,
Ghoulies.
Ghoulies. Dang, these are old school. Okay.
Yeah,
There's a-
I mean,
Hey,
I'm old.
this one has like 6 of them.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's a lot of them.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, also one that fucked me up as a kid. I don't know why. The fucking Leprechaun. That shit fucked me up.
Right?
Leprechaun.
For me, it was the Gremlins. I don't know why. I was freaking terrified with the Gremlins.
Because it says like the real or whatever at the end of it.
I don't freaking know. For some reason, I'm like, oh, they're so cute. And then they get wet. I don't know. That freaked me out for some reason.
What's
What
what's
else?
next?
So the next will be People Under the Stairs.
The heck? I've never heard
I haven't
of
heard of any of these.
I've heard of that one. Yeah, I think I've seen that one.
Yeah, that came out like early 90s.
Yeah,
I think.
that was pretty good. Not bad.
Critters. I love the Critters.
I do know Critters.
The Critters franchise was awesome, dude. Like
Dude.
so fucking good.
Yeah. It's like one of
that-
those things. It's like you have to watch.
And those actors, like you never saw them anything else except for the Critters movies. You know what I mean? But they had like 6 of them or something. But they're like
Exactly.
so good, man, and they were always dressed like they're fucking like from the Matrix, or you know what I mean? Like that's the black leather and stuff. Like, oh, it's amazing fucking franchise, dude. Huge shout out to the critters.
Yeah.
They look so ugly.
And here's another one. And kind of, I'm surprised that Kate hasn't watched it since she likes vampires so much. Is Fright Night?
Right.
Yeah,
I'm sure I've
we've
seen
that. Yeah, we've seen it. Yeah, it's good.
Is that the one with Colin?
Colin Farrell did the remake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he did a remake.
That's a remake, I think.
Yeah.
Are
you talking about the OG or the
OG? I'm looking. Nothing here. Nothing that I have is from past really the 90s.
This is the 80s.
Yeah, it's all 80s and 90s stuff.
I don't remember who was in the original.
This is director Tom Holland.
Yeah.
I don't think he was
born.
born.
It was 1985.
That's the year I was born.
Is it different Tom Holland?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I clicked on it. I was like, what the heck? He's like, I don't think he was born.
Roddy McDowell was in it. All right. Anyway.
So then Hellraiser.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
Is that pin person?
Yeah.
Pinhead.
Yeah,
Oh,
Pinhead.
the little pinhead?
Yes.
Oh, that's a different Roddy McDowell. Never mind.
Yeah, not Roddy Piper.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking
Roddy Piper.
Yeah, why did I think it was Roddy McDowell? Anyway, okay. Keep going, bro.
So after the original Friday the 13th.
Nice.
Then Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
I love Halloween. Mm-hmm. Poltergeist. Now that shit fucking freaked me out.
The first one, the original again. Yeah.
I could not leave a static TV going because of that fucking movie.
The old lady was part of that movie.
Yeah, that was great. That's a good call out too. That was that was one of the better like haunted house movies, right? Like I feel like a lot of the haunted house movies, like it's always like the house on the hill or the house next to your neighbor's house on the end of the street or the house the last house on the left or the last house on the right or the whatever. And there's like they're all the same fucking movie. Like they're all copying the Amityville house, right? The Conjuring is even the same, but the Conjuring did it in such a better, different way, right?
It's based on a true story,
and they didn't call it the house at the location, also. So, but yeah, keep going. Sorry.
And then just after that, then Evil Dead.
Evil Dead.
Oh yeah, Evil Dead
franchise. Yeah, that's good old fun gore there. You know.
Yeah, going old school.
Yeah.
That I watched that as my dad showed me too many fucking scary movies as a kid. The fucking when they lock the lady up in the basement or whatever, and then she like turns into like the demon or whatever the fuck, and then she like starts banging on the door in the house. That scared the shit out of me.
That's when you got dead inside. Nothing else ever scared you since.
He showed me the fucking thing, Evil Dead, and all that shit. Like when I was like 6 years old and shit. So it's like,
wait, what were those movies with like? They're kind of like current. The one was like the clown guy.
No.
Is it Terrorizer?
Yeah. Yes.
We started watching the first one.
That movie's fucking crazy.
It's so fucking weird and fucked up. I was enjoying it, but like, I forget why you wanted to stop watching it.
I think we just were really tired and ended up.
I think was she like?
Oh yeah, no,
with us, like she was like sleeping between us or something like that.
Yeah, and then
and we were like, this is getting kind of crazy. We should turn it off.
Right.
It was really
Terrifier. Yeah, that's
what did I say?
Terrorizer. Pretty close. Yeah.
Tenderizer.
Tenderizer. Yeah, Terrifier is crazy. They go like. If everyone gore or whatever, I mean, watch Terrifier.
That one scene, it's been out. The first one's been out for a while, so sorry for spoilers. But like that scene when there's this girl, she's hanging upside down, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And her legs are open. She's completely naked.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a fucking, I think it's a saw.
Yeah, I think it's a chainsaw or something. I don't remember.
Where do you think he starts the saw?
right down the middle.
Yep.
It
Nope.
was fucking
I'm good on that one.
insane.
Yeah.
I'm
If
good
you
on that.
like that scene, babe, you'll love Bone Tomahawk.
Oh, really?
Similar scene in that movie.
Maybe we should watch
So
that.
they just do a bunch of soft shit in it or something?
It's
Like,
a
were they-
Bone Tomahawk.
Not. I don't know. We didn't watch it all, but like, shit, it was crazy.
A Bone Tomahawk is a horror movie about like it's set in like Wild West, and it's about like a cannibal eating like Native American like tribe, a cannibalistic Native American tribe and stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. It's gory too. I know somebody in the chat was mentioning that movie earlier. It has Kurt Russell in it. It's really good.
You guys watch the Halloween? The Halloween? No, my God, Howling.
The
Like,
Halloween.
Howling.
I can't say it, so let me do it. Oh, that word. The Howling.
seen it?
No, I don't think I've seen The Howling.
It's the werewolves, and I remember the one werewolf chick gave birth to a little baby werewolf.
Aw.
Fuck. Yeah, no.
Oh, I
It was
have
not
a. Are you done?
Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I'm not done.
Oh, what do you got?
No, I'm
No,
done.
now
I
I'm
said.
done.
Oh,
I have a very, very, very important honorable mention,
Uh-huh.
and that's the Monster Squad.
Oh, damn it. I was going to say it. Why did you have
Oh my!
to
Look
say
at
it?
you, you fucking baby!
I am being a baby right now. Nobody else said it. You had to go chime in with your honorable mention, and all of a sudden, take it away from me. There you go. Okay.
Sorry, I'll leave.
No, you're good. What about? I agree, babe. Monster Squad is
Monster Squad?
absolute
Listen,
fucking classic.
I deserve to say it more than you because
You're a
we
monster.
actually made our own Monster Squad when we were kids, and we made little like index cards and everything.
Yeah.
So
What's it called? Monster
Squad.
Monster Squad. It's like where like there's a
Monster Squab,
squad. There's a
not squab.
no, it's
Squad.
squad with the
Oh,
the D.
with the D.
You got like Dracula, like a werewolf guy. You got like a mummy. You know, you got like a swamp monster thing. Like a bunch of different monsters, classic monsters, and like this. It's like a teenage or kid movie, kind of like a bunch of kids get together to try and take them out and stuff. You know, it was a
It's so
classic
good.
movie from the 80s, more geared towards kids and stuff. But like,
That one scene when like the Dracula cart like pulls up onto like the lawn, like freaked me out so bad.
yeah. It was a movie we grew up with. Like, it was the horror movie that we could watch as kids, right? That was like fun. You know, it was great. Although I watched all the horror movies. Like, it was always on. It was just like, hey, family movie night. 4 years old. Hey, we're
Yeah,
gonna
your
watch
dad
Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, he's like, you want to watch this movie with me, son? Here, fucking the scariest movie out this year.
It's about a guy who kills you in your nightmares. Okay, let's go, Dad.
I know you're only 5 years old, but fuck it, let's watch it together.
Yeah, so that's what we watched. All that stuff, dude. It was crazy. So let's get to the list here.
Oh yeah, that movie with Fred Savage and Howie Mandel that they're mentioning in the chat. Was it called like like Monsters or something?
Yeah, that movie was not necessarily a scary movie, but as a kid, that movie freaked me the fuck out.
That didn't freak me out. I loved it.
Because
What movie?
Monsters. The pure
I think it was
concept
called
of
Monsters.
like if you like lift your shirt up or something and lay in bed and you like go into this like monster world, fucking creeped me
What?
out. Yeah, that's how it
Wait.
starts.
What
You
year
have to
did this
lift
come
your
out?
shirt up?
Yeah, that's how the movie starts. Like it's a whole thing about like lifting his shirt up a certain amount and then laying in bed. Like it caused him to go into this like monster world or something. Like it was crazy. Little Monsters. That's what it was. Little Monsters.
Little
yeah.
monsters.
You know, since this is like a primarily gaming channel, there's another Fred Savage movie about video games.
The Wizard.
The Wizard,
Wizard.
and it's just such a fucking classic.
Yeah, that's a classic.
3-bit. You seen it? Have you seen it, Jasper?
What movie?
The Wizard.
The Wizard. I don't think so.
That's where he has the
Or is it the
glove,
The hand,
right?
the glove thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
It was how
Yeah.
we first saw Super Mario Bros. 3.
Great movie.
That's how we found out about
I
Super
thought that
Mario
was
Bros. 3.
as good as technology was gonna get.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
god,
weird.
that's amazing.
Like, whoa.
We're never gonna this is it.
Oh, is this some
Yep.
like Spy Kids level bullshit before Spy Kids came out?
No.
Like, you're all Spy Kids.
No.
Power Glove.
You want another classic movie kind of about gaming back then? War Games. That was
Yeah,
awesome.
War Games.
Is that the one where they shoot the laser in the house and they make a bunch of popcorn?
No, it's about some kid that like accidentally hacks into like the actual
The
military stuff, and
Yeah.
it's crazy.
He plays chess.
And he's thinking he's playing a
What movie
video
am I talking
game,
about?
but he's actually like playing.
It's
like-
isn't it Ferris Bueller's Day Off, dude?
It might have
Whatever his
been
name is.
God, what's his name? Matthew Broderick.
Yeah.
I think it was Matthew Broderick. I think you're right.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll get to my list, guys.
Okay.
Don't Breathe.
I was
Oh, okay, I'm gonna go to bed.
The part where he puts semen in a turkey baster to go like inject this girl is like fucking crazy. Yeah, he
Mhm.
like was like, whoa, and it's not necessarily a scary movie, but it's like, really good watch. Blair
What are you
Witch.
trying to say?
No, I didn't. They didn't show that, like, that. Yeah, but Don't
He
Breathe.
based in her?
There's a sequel too. The sequel's good too, but the 1st one's even is better. It's about this blind guy, right? And
Yeah, they
Oh,
sneak
yeah,
his
I've
house.
seen. Yeah, they break in his
and
house.
break
And he's
his
like
house.
a fucking ninja.
yeah, and he's, like he's a war.
You broke into the
he's this
wrong house.
crazy war veteran, and starts, but just like it's dark because he has the lights off, and
He's fucking Daredevil. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, basically. It's...
So I have that Blair Witch Project, the original Blair Witch Project. That was the first big like found footage movie like that came out, and
That's what started it.
yeah, and like we didn't understand what that kind of movie was when that movie came out. Like I'm speaking to 3-bit and Jasper because we're too young probably to know, right? But like when that movie came out, like there was no like found footage type movies, right? There's no Paranormal Activities or like any of those things. So Blair Witch Project shot the way it was. We were all a little confused at first and didn't know, like, is this real or is this a movie? Like, what's going on? Because we've never seen anything like it, and like,
Yeah, because it was like lost footage, and then they recreated it. And that's what the movie was about. So it was like the spliced together, and then that's what really cultivated everybody as a whole. It took the whole fucking nation over.
yeah, the Blair Witch was a huge thing, right? Like, and it was a good movie, and it creeped you out. The way it ended too, it left you asking questions and stuff, and like, it just kept building upon itself. It was very underrated, right? Still to this day, I think. And you had a whole genre formed because of that movie. Then you mentioned this one, babe. I had it on my list too, The Grudge. I thought that was really good. Something about these like Japanese horror movies like are really good. Then you have one. I'm kind of getting into the scary territory for me here, right? One that freaked me out was Nightmare on Elm Street, the original franchise. Like, this was one that I loved as a kid but hated because I didn't want to go to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep. I just absolutely freaked the fuck out, and I had nightmares based on it and stuff like that. But yeah, that one was crazy good movie. And out of those franchises back then, it was probably my favorite of like the classics.
Yeah.
There's the other one that you were talking about earlier, 3-bit. I won't even mention that movie because I literally still can't deal with that shit. If it
Maybe
has
one day.
no, yeah, that movie franchise
What
can
movie?
go fuck itself. I wish it didn't exist. It traumatized me. Traumatized. Insidious was another one on my list. Just maybe because of how much fun I had tormenting Kate after singing the Tiptoe Through the Tulip song. But they had some amazing scenes in there that were really scary and creepy that other movies have failed to do right in a long time, right? So Insidious is up there. I don't know if y'all have seen Insidious or not, but
Yeah, I've seen it.
Insidious is great. Watch it, Jasper. If you like The Conjuring, you like The Conjuring, right? You said?
Yeah.
If you like The Conjuring, you'll like Insidious.
You'll like Insidious, yeah.
100%. Have you seen Insidious Psycho?
Is there two of them? Because I'm seeing Insidious, the
No.
Red Door. Is that like the new one or some shit?
There's been a few since then. Watch the first one. All these movies go downhill after the first.
Yeah.
Watch if you like The
They
Conjuring.
get 17 fucking sequels.
Yeah.
Sinister is good too.
Yeah, Sinister is good.
Yeah.
It got less scary towards the end, but like the all lead up, the first like half of the Sinister is amazing. Then I have Fire in the Sky again, thinking.
Oh wait, is Insidious the one where the mother like goes in the basement at the end and like
steps on the nail?
Or like she tries to like bring her daughter or whatever. Or wait, that's The Conjuring, isn't it? Like,
That's The Conjuring. Yeah.
Yeah. It just looked like the same actor for a minute from like the trailer. I don't know.
The guy, I think it is the same actor. Yeah. It might even be the same director. I'm not sure, but like the Insidious was great. You'll like it. It's about I won't even tell you what it's about. Just watch it, dude. Fire in the Sky, because it tormented me as a child. Also, I was a pussy. Okay, I just gotta say, I gotta be honest.
Didn't E.T. scare you?
E.T. the movie didn't scare me at all. What creeped me out is we had bunk beds, me and my brother, and he had this E.T. poster on the wall, but it was like one of those that like puffed out, right? It was like dimensional, so like E.T., the alien, was literally coming out of the wall above my fucking bed. Like, and when you're sleeping at night and it's dark in the room, you see and literally like right above me as I'm laying down,
you see his little fucking finger
alien
poking out.
guy like close down to your wall.
He's like, do you have any Reese's Pieces?
He's like, pull my finger.
I'm not a huge fan of that, so I made my brother
take your temperature.
I made my brother take it down. It wasn't because I never thought the movie was scary. But this 3-dimensional poster above my wall when I'm like fucking 7 or something like that. Yeah, it was like, yeah, no, I ain't having that. Let's see. I had a lot of things pop out of the wall for me when I was a kid.
Glory hole.
You go into the bathroom, there's this hole.
I did all that the whole it thing and like this. Maybe that's where it came from. Maybe it's all tied together. Now thinking about
Reese's Pieces, please. Do you have any Reese's Pieces?
Another one that I love, just absolutely love this movie, was Arachnophobia. I was scared to use the bathroom for a while. Yeah.
Never seen that one.
Never seen Arachnophobia?
A bunch of spiders
It's
coming
about,
out.
it's about spiders. Yeah. It's
With John Goodman.
Yeah, John Goodman's awesome. John Goodman's awesome at everything.
John Goodman is bae.
Oh yeah.
Then I have It Follows as well on the list, babe, because I agree with you. It's great.
I'm gonna watch that.
It's great.
Time.
Please do.
It
Yeah.
follows.
And then
It follows.
yeah. Then Conjuring. Classic.
Yes.
Maybe is Conjuring the best paranormal like horror movie ever?
Probably.
But is it paranormal?
It's a good series. I actually like multiple Conjuring movies.
It's more
it's
like
like
it's like a
paranormal.
demonic.
It's based
Well,
on
there can be demonic possessions in paranormal activity.
right.
Psycho.
Well,
If you talk to the demonologist, he's going to tell you there's so many different kinds of demons that can possess you.
paranormal is based on like ghosts and entities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like that's
Okay.
Like 100% paranormal. Like I feel like Conjuring is probably the best one of those ever. Then I gotta was that
Oh no, I was gonna say E.T. give why so serious STDs. Is that what he's saying?
horror STD? There's a horror movie called Horror STD.
Oh, is there?
I know there's the speaking of paranormal, like a lot
I
of
know
people like
horrors
this,
give
this-
STDs.
the paranormal activity. Everyone likes those, but those are like so fucking stupid. Like
Which ones?
paranormal activity, like the found footage of like
Yeah, they weren't really scary to
yeah.
me
Yeah,
either.
it was
Like
just
they're
fucking
fun
dumb.
to watch.
It
Kind
was
of
Dad,
right?
and he just erased himself.
Maybe
from
the first
video.
one, but then
Yeah.
they got really fucking stupid.
Yeah. I agree.
Do you have one more, babe?
There's I have two more.
Okay, I feel like I know what one. Go ahead.
Okay, so second to last one here is a movie. It's not necessarily a horror movie, but it is in a way. But it's just a fucking amazing movie, and that's Signs.
okay.
Signs is
yeah.
amazing.
I guess that's yeah.
I mean,
it's been a while since-
if you put it in a category, I guess it would be horror, right? I mean, it literally is
Yeah.
kind of a horror thing going on. Like,
It's kind of the same as like Sixth Sense or some shit.
yeah, and that's I think that's my favorite Shyamalan movie.
Shamalama Ding Dong.
Shamalama ding dong.
M. Night Shyamalan. I think that's his. That's my favorite movie of his.
Which one?
Signs.
Oh yeah,
That's
That's a
what
good
Mel
one.
Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix and like the aliens
Yeah.
and like the cornfields and all that kind of stuff. Like
And the water,
the
you gotta, like,
water.
The
yeah.
little
Yeah.
girl that
Just-
would never drink her water.
Yeah,
She
just
always
an
had to leave it around the
amazing,
house.
amazingly good movie. I like love that movie. But also, okay, so you said you know what one of them was, babe? What do you-
I feel like I know what the last one is, and if it's not that one, you're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I definitely should have put that on."
Well, this is the movie that I saw that actually, besides the other situation with the clown movie, like I don't have a recall of ever.
We are full down here.
You may want to talk to your doctor.
Please talk to your doctor.
Somebody clip that, please.
Sounds like I got to delete the fucking stream now.
That's okay. That's my number one scary movie.
Oh fuck. Okay, I don't.
I think it'd be fucking if you did have an erection during this.
I can't continue right now.
Please talk to your doctor, chat.
I don't right now. That's what I meant.
That's not any better.
No, it's
Oh shit.
not.
Um,
I'm crying.
okay. Yeah, I don't have a recollection. That's the word I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Of ever watching the clown movie. So I can't put that in my like movies list. But that's the thing that tormented me the most when I was a kid. So that's why it's not up here. But the scariest movie hymns.
The erection.
Fun erectionlation. Man. Okay.
What
I know
movie
what
you talking
It's
that
about?
hard to
gonna
go
be.
back into scary movie talk. The scariest movie I ever saw at the theater that stayed with me for a little while, that creeped me out for days.
If it lasts longer than 4 hours, you may want to seek out.
Why are you watching erection movies?
Tormented him so much he can't get erection.
Dang, that's a movie.
Oh shit. Was The Ring.
Yep. I knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. There's a couple of rings. There's like the Japanese version too for the ring.
The Ring was absolutely, you know, you're gonna die in 7 days. Like that. This whole thing is like.
You didn't want to answer.
I don't think it says you're gonna die. I think it just says.
That's The Grudge, Psycho.
Oh, god damn it!
But like the whole well thing, the piecing the thing together, and then like at the end when she like crawls through the shit, I was like, what the fuck? I mean, like literally, I don't know if I've been at a theater where there's like been that much like everybody like actually genuinely like scream and scare and terror and stuff and at a theater before as they did when we saw The Ring. And that was absolutely a fucking great movie. So anyway.
I remember when
The
you got out of
movies-
the theater.
The movies that the
me.
chat's putting in. the erectionist. Nightmare on the erectionist.
He's throwing the fucking porno.
Erection follows.
Texas Erection Massacre.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Good, crazy.
30 days of erection.
Ah!
Oh my god. I was about
28
to say
erection
something.
days later.
What would you do? No.
Erection follows.
Erection Street.
Oh man.
That's good shit.
The Erection Boys. The Open Erection. The Erection House. The erection at the end of the hill.
hills have erections.
28 erections later.
Oh my god.
No, but I was going to mention another movie.
American
That-
Erection in London.
that
Okay.
I loved when I was younger. And I don't like aliens. Not because it scares me, just because I think it's stupid. But it was a Stephen King movie called The Tommy Knockers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that.
I saw some Tommy knockers once that gave me an erection.
Stop.
All right. Fucking hell.
Don Sicario said he has to lower the volume on his phone because we keep saying erection.
The erection in the sky. All right. Not super
Everyone's gonna get a fucking blue pill ad tonight on their phone.
Hereditary erection.
Do you have ED? Have we got the solution for you? It's called FunPop Podcast. We can learn all about our own ailments.
Right, that can be a new sponsor.
The seventh erection.
I know it does. I know.
I knew this episode was going downhill ever since Jasper said Jesus is dick skin.
Dick.
And then now here we are, right?
A lot, Jasper.
Back to where we started.
Talking about erections and
Erectionary.
erection.
That's what definitely.
Oh man. All right, so let's. What about games? Like we were talking about Outlast and stuff like that. Is there like
games.
what are some good horror games that like actually creep you out? I'll say the first one that ever actually scared me was Clock Tower, back on the PlayStation 1. There was a guy that was walking around a clock tower, and he had like walked slowly, but he had these like fucking hedge clippers, and he kept chopping. And sometimes you would go hide in a locker, you would hide in a like a bathroom stall or something, and then sometimes he would show up, and sometimes
Is this
he
some like
wouldn't.
side-scrolling shit?
Yeah, it was side scrolling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was for the day, right? I mean, the original Resident Evil was also scary. Like at the time, certain moments, like because we weren't used to jump scare type stuff in games back then. So when you walked down the hallway and the dogs jumped through the windows for the first time, that was like a holy shit moment. When the
Are you
zombie...
talking about Resident Evil?
Yeah, I moved to Resident Evil.
Yeah.
when you walk by a zombie and he grabs your foot for the first time. Like, these all are things that didn't exist before then, right? So when those things happen, then it was like, oh shit. Now when you play a horror game, you're always nervous when you walk. You always know, like, oh, this thing's probably gonna get me when I walk by it or whatever. But that was the game that started all that stuff, you know. So those two were like, for the time, scary. Other than that, I don't play fucking actual scary games anymore. Like, I just can't do it. I tried playing Outlast. Can't do it. Nope.
Not your thing.
I like Resident Evil Village. I'll play. It's not really scary. You know, you can fight back and stuff pretty well. But like Resident Evil 7.
That PT demo was awesome.
That PT demo was great.
PT was. That's how you do it.
But like Resident Evil 7, I had a hard time playing that one because you're in a house and it's claustrophobic and like you're just like don't know what's gonna be around the next corner all the time.
In some ways, though, I feel like the horror genre for games just kind of went downhill because you have all those shitty like $15 Steam games that come out, like fucking Five Nights at Freddy's and all that.
Yeah.
That's like kind of the new fucking horror shit now that's popular. So it's just like,
Right.
Whatever.
Cade says hello neighbor when the neighbor chases you. Yeah, that was originally that's kind of like, okay, that's pretty creepy, right? I get that. What's any other good ones that y'all can think of that I actually
Silent Hill for me.
Fatal Frame.
I played a lot of horror games. Silent Hill, Outlast 1 and 2. 2 to me was scarier and more messed up, for sure.
I don't know if it's really a horror game, but fucking Ghostwire Tokyo, I haven't finished it, but what I played it, that's really good.
It's kind of horror.
Yeah.
Oh, I would put it kind of in that category. You got like
Japanese horror.
Yeah.
Have you guys played The Forest?
I played the first one.
That's basically a horror movie or game. What I like about it too, what makes it kind of scary is you could just be building your base, and then organically, AI will like check up on you from the woods. They'll like creep in and see what you're doing, and then they'll like leave. And maybe like 2 days later, they come back with even more people, and they'll just like watch. And they might attack you. They might not. So that's a pretty.
I
good
know
game.
Phasmophobia just got delayed again, but that's a fun game if you have like 4 people. You can just do like your own ghost hunting shit.
Yeah, I
played that last Halloween.
I want to play that. It's like it was coming to Xbox. Did it actually come out on Xbox?
It was supposed to come out like I think last month or whatever, but got delayed to this month, and then they delayed it again, and they don't have a date anymore.
Oh, well, that's probably because they knew they were missing the whole spooky season at that point, so they're like, we'll just wait and finish it.
And Andrew Reeves says Until Dawn. That is a great horror game. That's one of my favorite choice-driven games for sure.
What was the other one that came out like that?
They did the...
What was that called?
2K had one that came out. We bought it. We
it's
never even played
Anthology, the Dark
Quarry?
Pictures, something.
The Quarry,
The
yeah, that's what
Quarry,
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it. We haven't played it.
It's like one of those 4-player like co-op type, like choose your adventure type games, right? And it has like the actors in it, just kind of like Until Dawn does. So, anybody played the Quarry in the chat? The Quarry was okay, Def says. Yeah, I haven't. We literally bought it and just never actually got around to playing it for some reason.
What about? Did you play Dead Space, Smith?
I think it's because you were waiting on like the co-op update or some shit. Because
That's
it was,
what
like,
it was.
broken at launch.
Yeah.
And it's like.
No. Well, I started the first Dead Space, the original, way back in the day, 3-bit, like several times, and I just stopped playing it. Not because like it was scary or anything. It was just I felt like it was kind of slow, and it wasn't like just grabbing me, you know. But it's a franchise I feel like I've always missed out on because of that, all the hype and everybody talk about how much they love it. So I am excited that the Dead Space remake is hitting Game Pass because I am going to go and play it and go through it and finally play through the game because I feel like it's something that I kind of missed out on, right? But
yeah, it's great.
we'll see. You know, if I like it or not. Like I said, I have tried playing the original a few times. I just never. Just one of those games didn't click for some reason, right? For whatever reason.
Yeah, to me it was
Dead
great.
Space was great. It's just another third-person action adventure game. So I mean, it's like whatever. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
still a good game, but I wouldn't like. It's not scary or anything.
Now, I probably usually only played like an hour or two, and I think I just like didn't like the shooting mechanics. I didn't really like the way the guns operated. I didn't really like the structure of the game. And
think-
stuff, you know.
I think that's a problem with Dead Space is like the shooting's fun, but it just gets like kind of repetitive after a while because it's like I know that I got to shoot the legs off of it so that I can shoot its head off and then stomp it.
Yeah,
Like,
I
you
did.
just repeat that pattern over and over again. So it's like
I didn't
okay.
really like having to aim for the limbs and all that kind of stuff. I kind of like, or you know, the way the guns operated and they were all kind of slow firing and stuff too. Like, for some reason, all that just kind of like took me out of it, and it didn't that kind of atmosphere didn't scare me in games or anything like that, you know. So it was kind of like, like I'm just going through this slow, methodical kind of game, and it wasn't hooking me enough story wise to make it gripping. But maybe the remake will, you know, different place, different time. So who knows? I
Yeah,
heard the
let me know
remake's
what you guys
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it freaked me out when
It's
I
in
played
Game Pass.
though.
Yeah, it's coming to Game Pass this month. Soon. I don't know what. Did they say a date? Is
I
it?
don't know.
I thought it was already in there.
It said coming soon on the Game Pass ad, but I don't
Yeah.
know if they had said it's already there now or what. But yeah,
Let's see.
it's hitting Game Pass, so I'll try it. It's crazy to me still that the EA games come to Game Pass Ultimate before PlayStation games come to PlayStation.
Yep.
Absolutely crazy. All right, well, everybody. Oh, are you there, baby? You still there now, or are you stepping away?
I'm here.
Okay. Well, I was gonna get everybody out of here because we done with our horror game conversation and everything. So,
Yep.
Are we
Are you-
gonna pick another movie?
Yeah,
Oh,
are you picking
shit.
another movie?
Yes.
It Follows. Everybody go watch it.
I would say we could watch Hereditary. I haven't seen it.
Ooh, be ready.
Yeah, we
Be
could do
ready.
that.
Was that a ghost movie or something?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I won't even tell you. Just watch it.
I know
Can I watch
it
it?
did well, didn't it?
Yeah, a lot of people in the chat said Hereditary was great.
Yeah, I loved it. It was
Was it actually scary?
scary. To me, it was scary. It was pretty scary to me.
Is it dumb?
You think all horror movies are dumb, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Roshan Eppinger says it's disturbing.
Where to
Yeah, it
watch?
is pretty disturbing.
If it's more
it
disturbing
more
than it is,
It's one of these
Disturbing,
stupid ass
or is it like
A24 movies.
A horror.
Yeah, it is a A24 movie. I think.
Yeah, it is. I'm watching the fucking trailer. It's like,
if it's more disturbing than it is scary, I don't know if I want to watch it.
Well, yeah, it had some scary bits for sure. But what I would say, I want you guys to watch Grave Encounters.
Grave Encounter.
I want to see what you guys think about Grave Encounters. So maybe we could talk about that.
It is
That'd
your favorite horror movie of all time, and none of us have seen it.
Yeah, I put that at number 1.
Are you down for that, babe?
I mean, he also likes who are those people, that band he likes? The Gorillas?
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Is this
I'm
like
Honestly,
happy.
Grave
It's a found
Encounters.
footage movie.
Grave Encounters looks more interesting to me just because I like ghost hunters.
yeah? If it's a found,
I do like.
It's
Ghost
kind of
Hunters.
funny and towards
Wait,
the
it's
end it gets
funny.
really. Yeah, I said in the beginning it's kind of like they're making fun of ghosts, like, oh look, we're ghost hunters,
Right.
whatever.
Okay.
And then over time, you're like, oh shoot, this is.
It's
real.
a.
Wow.
I'll read it. It's a 2011 Canadian found footage supernatural horror film. So it's like based on like paranormal investigators. It's about a crew of paranormal reality television people, right?
Yeah.
So like I'm down for that because I love watching that shit. I
Yeah.
love what like if you want to say my
Really?
favorite
I thought it
horror
was
stuff or whatever is like all the like Expedition Unknown or like the Destination Truth back in the day, or like Ghost Hunters, like all those kind of things. I love watching that shit, man. That's like where it's at for me. I miss their like big 8-hour Halloween specials they used to have on like Ghost Hunters. Did y'all watch those back in the day?
Yep.
It's like stay up all night and watch fucking.
I remember the first one they had. They were like, if you log into our website, we have a red button with all the cameras. If you see something, just click that red button.
Yeah.
They had like 40,000 fucking button clicks.
Yeah. So you said like Jason Haas and Grant Wilson and like Dave Tango and Steve. Yeah, Steve. Steve Gonzalez, right? And then one year Josh Gates joined them too. Shout out to Josh Gates.
He's amazing.
One of the best fucking TV hosts ever. Josh Gates.
Grave Encounters is like free, like on everything. It's on Pluto, Tubi, Roku, so you don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Grave Encounters.
All right.
Oh, by the way,
everyone's saying Hereditary, but
if y'all want some good like reality TV paranormal investigator type thing, the last two or maybe it was the first, the last two episodes of Expedition X, where they has Jessica Chobot and the other guy in it, and Josh Gates, but Josh joined them on this one. It was a two-part episode, and they investigated this old like hospital / insane asylum type place out there, and that's one of the best. I don't remember what state it was in. Do you remember what it's called, babe?
I forget what happened there.
A bunch of creepy shit.
No, you know, like that old surgery they used to do to your like head.
Oh yeah,
lobotomy?
they would do lobotomies.
Yes, lobotomies.
There. Yeah,
lobotomy.
Yeah, they found like I don't want to spoil it, but like the last, I think it's the last two episodes that they had released of Expedition X. Give that a watch. It's
really
absolutely odd, and it's a two-parter about a old hospital called something. I can't remember the fucking name of it.
I'm trying to look it up. Episode guide.
It kind of reminded me of some of the better episodes of like Ghost.
I'm assuming
back in the days,
because there's a season 6 now, so I'm assuming it's episode. Is there season 5?
It's season 6, I think.
Is it? Because they got it. The last episode was a UFO episode.
Okay, so it's not that one. Let me. I'll find it here. I'm looking it up.
Oh, it was the first. It was the first 2 episodes of
first 2
season
episodes
6.
of season 6. Okay.
Ghost of Elos Asylum.
Eloise Asylum.
Eloise, yeah.
Eloise, that's what it is. Eloise Asylum. Watch those. Those are 2 absolutely awesome episodes if you're into any of this spooky, like paranormal.
I think I stopped at season. I think I finished season 5 of that show.
Yeah.
And never.
Watch that one, Jasper. Watch those 2 episodes.
It's such a good time of the year to like watch this stuff too.
Yeah, it is for sure.
Yep.
If you want a really dumb show that's kind of like that's super fake and really stupid, watch Mountain Monsters. It's about like 6 rednecks that go out in the woods and hunt Bigfoot, but it's not just one Bigfoot. Like sometimes another Bigfoot will come in and be like,
go to butt fucking Bigfoot.
So you have like the Yahoo Sasquatch will come in and meet the Ohio Grassman, and then they start fucking, and then you get a witch woman that comes out of the woods and then like throws them in the swamp, and they get possessed, and then they lose their cross, and they got to go find the cross, and then they all are armed with weapons.
So is it kind of like a
is this reality?
It's like
yes.
It's kind of like
Stop it.
It's basically like fake reality TV, right?
Yeah.
Like so. That sounds fun to watch, though. Not gonna lie.
You didn't tell us that your family had a show.
It's all based in Kentucky. It's his neighbor filmed it before he wrecked his house.
It's like the entire Appalachian region. So they go to like Ohio, West Virginia, Kentucky, North Carolina, all that
There's
shit.
some weird ones out there.
It's all hillbillies. So they're like, let's go get that Bigfoot, y'all. We gotta get up there and get that motherfucker.
Nice. I'm glad you brought that up because I didn't have erection of that show at all. Anyway, everybody, thanks for tuning in again. You all rock. I hope you enjoyed the show. 3-Bit, tell everybody where they can find you, bro.
Everyone can find me on Twitter at I3Bit. I'm going country for some reason.
Right
Been doing
on.
that lately.
Maybe you're gonna be hunting mountain monsters in the Appalachians, 3-Bit.
Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I will, Miff. You guys can find me there. What else? I mean, I've been getting engaged and all that. So, I've been pretty busy, but I'll be back hopefully with more content and videos. I know Poison been asking for it. He's like, "Where's your video? Where is it?" So, I'll hopefully have a video out pretty soon. But look out for that. And I love y'all. See you guys on the next episode.
Right on, man.
Episode.
Oh yeah, did we decide on the movie?
I don't know.
Yes.
Either Grave Encounters or the chat really wants you guys to watch Hereditary. So
okay, we'll watch Hereditary.
I would do what the chat says, but I do really like Grave Encounters.
I'm down to watch both of them.
Yeah, watch both.
Watch both.
Personally.
Well, we still need one for next week. So do we?
Oh yeah, no, we decided on Grave Encounters. That's right. I really want to watch Grave Encounters. Yeah, but we can. How about we'll do Grave Encounters this week, and then we'll do Hereditary next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
I'm down
whatever
to watch that again,
episode 3-bit thinks he's gonna be on, we should do.
Yeah. Are you gonna be here next week?
3-bit's seen both of them already.
Yeah, I should be here next week.
Yeah. So we'll watch.
I doubt 3-bit will be here on Halloween because he usually dresses
Yeah, Halloween's a
up
little
and
tricky.
stuff.
I should be here on the 20th.
Yeah, because he's still a fucking 8-year-old.
Right,
He's got to go and get his candy.
So because of 3-bit, we'll watch Grave Encounters this week, so that way we can share our thoughts with him. Because it's his favorite horror movie of all time. And then next week, when 3-bit ditches us for collecting candy like a little bitch ass kid that he is, we'll watch Hereditary.
That works.
Yeah.
I'm down to watch both. It's gonna be awesome.
Nice.
But
all
I
right.
still want you to watch It Follows 3-bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually watch that.
You gotta watch one of the movies that we've seen. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All
Let me watch It Follows. Was there another movie?
The 30 Days a Night with Josh Hartnett, the vampire one.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was
I got
one more
others.
that he hadn't seen too. That was great.
Yeah, you guys actually had really good lists. I'm gonna maybe like next episode, Jasper, you could finalize your list too. Because I think you didn't have a list, right?
Yeah,
You just had like a couple.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That'd be
So,
like a
curious.
top 3 list for me.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Jasper, where can everybody find you, sir?
Besides out there hunting them big feet.
Big feet.
Yo, check it out. Lord Jasper, Twitter, Lord Master Jasper, YouTube, all that fun stuff. Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, 10 o'clock right here on the Fun Speculation Network with FSP, FunPop, and Xbox Ultimate. And watch Grave Encounters because that's what we're talking about next week on this show. So that's your homework, chat.
Right on, mate. Psychonauts, what about you, sir?
Thanks for everyone for coming out tonight. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go to bed. Find me on social media. Thank you.
Right on,
Wow,
bro.
that was exciting.
Yeah.
No, dude, I'm beat.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, bro.
I gotta fucking open again, bro.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Or you can go down the city. We're going around here, the buttfuck, go Bigfoot. Woo!
Fuck Bigfoot.
Okay. And
Down there in Florida, you all got the skunk ape. So you need to watch out for that.
Get him in the keister.
we misidentified the skunk ape. It was actually Psychonauts.
You were spotted with an erection.
Yeah, on a 28-day erection.
Outside of his neighbor's house, peeking through the windows, we find a skunk ape.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Sorry that we got a late start because of me. But I enjoyed being here. Thank you.
Yeah.
Come back next week.
Well, where can people find you, babe, on social media?
You could just find me on Twitter at CaitlinXO615.
Cool. All right, everybody.
No one in your chat cares about my
TikTok.
TikTok, so
TikTok.
If you want some
Watch
fire
TikTok.
cooking stuff, check out her TikTok.
I know your moms want to watch Caitlin cook.
What?
huh?
Your mom's okay.
Your moms, the chat, your
Yeah,
moms.
Oh.
tell your moms to follow me.
Yeah, exactly. If your moms ain't following Kate, They need to follow Kate.
Your moms or your wives.
Yeah. What's the Caitlin_fancy on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
Right on.
I just realized that you changed your image to 3-bit.
Huh?
Yeah,
You didn't, that was 3-bit from the beginning.
I know well before the show started it wasn't, but I just it just clicked with me that that's 3-bits.
Yeah.
That's why I was cracking up at the beginning. I'm like, what is Kate's profile picture?
It's a 3-bit refaced over Hasbulla.
Which I freaking love. Hasbulla is the greatest.
He is.
All right, everybody. Yeah, tune in on Thursday, PM in the PM, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and Friday, Xbox Ultimate Podcast. Then back on Monday for FSP at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And then here on Tuesdays for FunPop. And audio listeners, appreciate you as well. Have a great night, everybody. Peace out. Go watch Grave
Bye.
Encounters.
Woo!
That's when I'm doing big.
Oh.